House Bill 163, an act relating to teacher certification. Representative Regina Huff.
Gentleman from McCracken.
Mr. Speaker, I yield to the lady from Whitley for explanation of the bill and motion thereon.
Stand at ease. Gentleman from McCracken. Lady from Whitley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 163 is an effort to make it easier for teachers to meet certification requirements. Mr. Speaker, would you ask the clerk to report House Committee Substitute 1?
Clerk, please report.
House Committee Substitute 1 to House Bill 163.
Lady from Whitley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The House Committee Substitute just clarifies the years in the certification process. I move for adoption of House Committee Substitute 1.
Motion is for the adoption of House Committee Substitute 1. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye. Those opposed, nay. House Committee Substitute 1 is adopted. Lady from Whitley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Prior to the early 90s, teachers received a lifetime certification. The process changed and teachers were required to recertify every 5 years with fees and proof of that they were currently teaching. If you had a lapse in service, for example, you took some years off to start a family or an illness, whatever, you were required to do continuing education, of which included college hours from anywhere from 6 to 12. And those are quite expensive and consuming and delayed the time the teachers could return to the classroom. In an effort to address the teacher shortage, we have made some changes to make the process of going to the classroom much easier. As long as a teacher has had 3 years of experience prior to the lapse of retirement, the Education Professional Standards Board shall issue a 10-year emeritus certificate to an applicant who has retired or will retire not more than 1 year prior to the expiration of the date of certification. The Education Professional Standards Board will also issue a one-time 5-year, one exception certificate to an individual whose certification has expired, who upon the expiration of the certificate had a rank 1 or a rank 2. This omitting the continuing education component. Again, this is a one-time opportunity to get quality educators back in the classroom. It's truly just a very simple bill. If there aren't any questions, I move for adoption of House Bill 163 as amended by House Committee Substitute 1.